CASA is such a formal term, court-appointed special advocates, but what it really means at the end of the day is people in the community treating the children who are being served by children's court, children who've experienced abuse and neglect, like our own kids, and being a person that they can count on. So the foster care system in Los Angeles County is by far the largest in the nation, with over 30,000 children. That's as many kids as would fill Staples Center. Our courtrooms are overwhelmed, our social workers are overwhelmed, our attorneys are overwhelmed. There are best practices about how many cases you should have, and in Los Angeles, we're nowhere close to where that should be. It's easy to think about that as such a big problem that what could I possibly do? But CASA has a one-on-one approach where one by one, we are attaching ourselves to one of those children and walking them through this process.
I think kids walking into a dependency courtroom for the first time are scared. They don't understand necessarily why they're there or what's going on. That's one of the reasons why in my courtroom I try to make it child-friendly and comfortable.
I'm Marguerite Downing. I'm a judge in Department 407 at Edelman's Children's Court. A lot of these children are from broken homes. Their exposure to positive role models doesn't happen, and so they really don't believe that they can really be anything.
When I hear the system is broken, I believe it because I'm in the system. I've been in the system. Our voices really don't get heard as an individual. If I didn't get a CASA, honestly, I'd be a little lost.
I was put into a group home, and it's scary out there. When I met Latanya, she completely gave me a different perspective on life. And without her, I wouldn't be here today. She's my educational rights holder. She was that advocate for me as well. And that's the reason why I turned my straight Fs in sophomore year to straight As in junior year.
We had 3 other placements where the amount of bureaucracy and heartache and navigating the system is so difficult.
It is scary to go through the system. It is scary to be an adoptive family. It is scary to have done this 3 other times.
Every child deserves a childhood. They should not have to deal with courts and social workers only. They should be dealing with humans.
As a CASA volunteer, you are not a foster parent. You're not bringing the child home to live with you. You're not adopting them. What you're doing is focusing on small tasks that you can change the child's life forever by engaging in them.
And the CASA is the one person who knows how to watch deadlines for financial aid applications for college, applying for a driver's license, getting the tutoring you need. And those are the little types of things that someone can be making sure is happening in their lives.
For some of these kids, they have multiple caregivers. They go to multiple different schools. They have multiple different social workers. So all those pieces change. I think when a child's CASA is there, they know that's my person.
I think just being at the end of the phone when there was nobody there that he'd be comfortable talking to, I think is a big deal too.
LA is facing numerous huge problems, homelessness, substance abuse, and they do seem overwhelming and impossible to solve. But making an impact on one child is completely in our capacity as one person. We can do it. It does work.
I think CASA is unbelievably important, especially in a large county like Los Angeles, where there are so many children and so many services available but needing to be identified, and the social workers are so overworked. I've had a lot of different experiences in my 34 years as a CASA, but I've never, ever regretted taking this journey. It's been absolutely worth it.
After knowing her for these years, she's my best friend. She's my, best friend. Even after I grow out of the system, I'd still want her to be in my life.
He takes a lot of tension just off my shoulder, it's okay. In a way, my wall's down. He just makes you feel, you're cared about. And it's I'm blessed. I'm honestly blessed.
What Rennie has done for us since she's been a part of our lives, since she's been a part of Jewel's life, it has changed the game for us.
Someone that's going to track this baby through the whole system, no matter if a social worker comes or goes, if a lawyer comes or goes, that there's someone that has their eye on this baby.
Kids in the foster system are not all sad and broken. We all want to do good for ourselves.
Watching the extraordinary growth and success of going to college graduations and seeing our former clients become attorneys and judges and doctors and thrive, it's extraordinary because they've done it themselves. They have this within them, but sometimes the intervention of someone like a CASA volunteer, like a mentor, like a teacher or a coach who takes the time and effort to care for one kid who's not their kid, it can change the trajectory just enough that it gives this young person the opportunity to have the strength they need to do exactly what we knew they could always do, and they knew they could do.